Hello and welcome. Today we're joined by Aidan, one of my very good clients as well. And yeah, I think you can see him as well. We've been working for. Oh, do you have an idea for the days?
Yeah, 30, 45 days. I don't know. It's been a while.
Yeah. So Aidan, can you introduce yourself and what do you do? Where are you from?
Yeah, of course. So
Mm.
my name is Aidan. I turned 18 years old back in August, and I live here in the United States. For the past 3 years, I've been doing YouTube, and that was something that I was really having a hard time with.
Mm.
Basically, I always wanted to build a business around YouTube and to be able to actually sell to my audience through
Mm.
building a personal brand and then actually selling them a product. But I didn't know how to do that. And so Matthias kind of just stepped in and actually gave me, the calling script I needed, the exact process that he uses for outreach, and basically everything to get started with actually monetizing the audience I had. So I scaled from basically when we got together, I think I was just about to hit 1,000 subscribers, and we scaled past 1,700. So not just that, but then I started a shorts channel and I got 425 subscribers and 80K views. And of course, those were using principles that I've learned
Mm.
along this year, but also it was alongside the knowledge that Matthias was giving me. So I just used everything that he was teaching me for YouTube and content and business and actually applied it just to my content. And just focusing on your ideal viewer who is watching
Mm.
actually changed my content. And so, like, it's just completely changed the way that I see YouTube, and I recommend Matthias so much. I can't yeah, you're missing out if you're not doing it. So yeah, that's
What specific challenges did you like face at the beginning, like when we first started together?
yeah,
Um, that kind of like led you to actually working with me.
yes.
Mm.
Okay, so I was like a self-improvement kid, basically trying to improve myself this year.
Mm.
So I was in kind of this rut last year and basically doing all these bad habits in my room, not doing anything productive, not
Mm.
going to the gym, had no goals. And so this year I decided, okay, I'm actually going to change. And so I started working on myself, started going into the gym, started doing these good habits and seeing the other side of like that I was actually capable of doing this. And
Mm.
so on this journey, I felt like I needed a mentor because I just felt like I couldn't do it all on my own. Like a lot of us need somebody to just be in the background, at least, like giving us insight on what we are doing to actually guide us through our day to day. And
Mm.
so there's so much you try to do while you're on self improvement and while you're an entrepreneur because you're trying to literally balance business and living the best life possible. And so I felt like a lot of pressure on myself to be able to do both. And I felt like I couldn't balance both.
Mm.
And I wasn't really learning business. I was mostly just learning like, okay, diet and like this is how to work out the best and all those
Mm.
kind of things.
Mm.
And I felt like I didn't have enough insight for actual business principles that I needed with my content. And so I was seeing all these people with these like high level, high ticket courses and stuff on Instagram.
Mm.
And all their offers were just pretty cheesy. And like, I honestly was a little sketched out about it because I was like, well, you're flexing the lifestyle, but I think the lifestyle is only through uh, just the courses that they're selling. And so I saw that Matthias's way of coming about selling his product was a lot different.
Mm.
He was like really raw when we got on the call. So he basically texted me and was like, "What are your struggles as a YouTuber?" And I responded, and I was like, "This guy is like just wondering about me, like what I'm actually struggling with." And so I felt like I was able to actually share with him like the raw reality of what it's like to be a YouTuber, a young YouTuber, and try to balance self-improvement and business. And so I felt like I connected him that way. And then we got on call and he literally starts like asking me all these questions and I'm like, oh shoot, like I'm not doing enough. And so I was sold. I was sold on it and uh I joined him and that was one of the best decisions of this year because I was actually able to see that even more that I'm capable of doing this and that like I can literally book calls today by just running through the same systems that he applied to my business and to my day to day. And so like I just have a whole systemized process now. I've
Mm.
been able to completely change every day with applying more business principles and actually just knowing what I'm doing with my offer and with my sales page and actually converting those leads that I have 2 buyers.
Damn. Like, just the thing what you said that it has been the best decision you ever made this year. Really, like it warmed my heart. Let me say it like that. Well, no words. Like that. Like I'm just super fucking happy to hear that. It makes me, yeah. I don't. I really don't have the word for it, but like, I think you get me.
Mhm.
Uh, all right.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest transformation you experienced since like joining us or like working with me?
Yeah. I mean, I could probably talk about like my fitness goals. Like just I've of course like gained a lot of muscle this year.
Mm,
Uh but like I would say overall, like kind of what I wanted to talk about every strategy session that I actually had with Matthias was like my offer and was like actually selling to my audience. And that is actually a huge transformation because the thing is like a lot of us don't know how to actually convert the leads we have or the subscribers or the followers that we have, or even if we have no following, we don't know how to actually outreach and we don't know how to actually get that attention and convert it into money, right? And
mm,
so like that was a big goal for me this year is to actually make sales and actually know what I'm doing and
mm,
not feel like I'm scamming people or like that I don't know my own product, but be so not convinced, so persuaded that like my product is the best
mm,
and like people need this product. And so I was going through like so many offers, like so many versions of the same offer over and over. I did not know offers at all. I was like I was like trying to write them out, trying to use ChatGPT as my crutch and like just kind of falling like
mm,
all the time. So it took about 3 weeks for me to actually know how to make an okay offer, but I wouldn't have ever known how to make offers unless I went to something like this. And so like Matthias provided that place for me to actually learn offers and actually learn like, okay, this is how you're going to sell and this is how I sell. And it completely changed my YouTube channel because now I can just apply those exact same things for the
mm,
rest of my life. And like I'm booking sales calls. I think 4 or 5 sales calls this week.
mm,
Uh and of course we're just in training right now. So it's like the very beginning. I
mm,
haven't legitimately landed anybody on my high ticket product because halfway through the week,
mm.
I actually switched over to his scripting. But as soon as I switched over to his scripting, it's like even more like um, actual conviction uh, in them actually thinking about like oh, I need to buy this guy's thing. So on top of that, like not just him teaching me how to get in the call and how to book the call, but
Mm,
then actually how to execute it. And so then I was in the sales calls, and like yesterday I had the guy and he was so close to buying, and I was like, shoot, like he just, he fell through, right?
mm,
But we have still had like some lock-in fees, like $50, or like I've had little, little Stripe payments as we've went. So I still
mm.
have made some money from the money I actually invested, and I know I'm going to make way past the money that I could ever invest in actually working with Matthias. So the ROI is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like in just a matter of, let's just say 35 days, right? I think that's pretty good. Like, I would say it's pretty good because imagine what, I don't know, the next 2 months would be. That would be fucking insane.
I know.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, we're gonna figure something out because we need you to make those. We need to make you a shit ton of money, much more than
Yeah.
that. But like, again, this is just the beginning, so like, fucking wild. But like, okay, can you, or like, do you have anything you want to like personally share instead of me asking a question?
I think the thing that you need to know, as if you consider yourself a high level person,
Mm,
is that like you just need somebody there to talk to and that knows a little bit more knowledge than
mm,
you about a certain thing for you to completely change. Because like a
mm,
lot of us think that that we need somebody always there and who's constantly giving us resources, constantly giving us courses, constantly helping us. But the thing is that the value suckers, the people who expect things to be free, are the
mm,
people who are going to always be expecting more from the person they actually bought from. And
mm,
so, if you're a high level person, what you should be expecting from this actual one on one help is a weekly call, is like completely helpful resources weekly and throughout the week. Like you can talk to Matthias whenever. But the thing is, like the relaxation that I actually had through this model that he actually used uh, literally changed like how I went about everything, because I had so much more just peace about going through it, because it's like I'm constantly learning, and whenever I have a question I just have somebody to fall back onto, to go back to the drawing board and actually like work on something together.
mm,
So if you are high level, like this is something that is actually going to help you progress as an entrepreneur, and you shouldn't be expecting like constant one-on-one, just like somebody's always there. If you are expecting that, go buy like a $5 whatever crap course, because this is not it. This is like huge, and this is actually life changing. And so if you're willing to have a life change and to actually completely change, then this is it. So yeah.
Damn, thanks a lot. Like, okay, I just have one or two last questions. If there was somebody that were like about to join or wanted to join, maybe were a little bit curious about it, what would you like tell them?
Yeah, what would I tell them? Yeah, I mean, if you're having struggles as an entrepreneur, or just with your productivity, like what you're doing day to day, Matthias is gonna like find those exact things that you're doing with you. Like don't feel weird about just like sharing and being like open and honest, because he's actually going to mentor you and actually like help you through those things. And so literally like think about what the hardest thing is right now in your business or your day-to-day life that is actually affecting your business. And now when you think that thing, what you'd do is you'd just be bringing those exact things to Matthias, and you'd be actually sharing like, okay, this is what I'm having the biggest struggle with. And then through that, you're going to actually be able to solve that in your business and actually grow. So
Mm,
that's basically summed up.
damn nice. I think I'm not sure. Do you have somebody behind you?
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody open the door. I can expand on it too if you'd like. But yeah, I was trying to think of like the best way
Mm,
to word it because it's such like a it's also like something that the working with Matthias is something that actually you have to change inside of you
mm,
because you have to always be a student. Like if you can't accept that you're gonna always have to learn because we're never gonna be, the greatest, right? But we believe that we're gonna be the greatest, and that's a good thing. But the thing is that we're always gonna progress the more that we can just see ourselves as a student. And so I had to humble myself and be like, I don't know everything. I'm not even making any sales. Like I'm literally a brokey. And so I took Matthias's advice and invested, and that was such a good decision because through humbling myself, I was actually able to be elevated and able to actually uh, learn all
mm,
of this wisdom uh, that he had learned from his businesses that he started and from making 10K a month and from actually like achieving these business goals that we want as entrepreneurs. And so seeing that was like a huge like eye opener and actually kept me on this journey of actually just staying a student. So like I'm still a student and I'm going to be making like 200K a month and still be a student. Like and not stop being a student. And so
mm.
if you can accept that you're going to be a student, then you'll be able to succeed in this program.
I would very much agree. So, last one. What's something you're most excited about moving forward with what you learned?
What I'm most excited about, I
Mm.
mean, I'm kind of dreaming about the day that I get to meet Matthias in person and have dinner together. Uh, but what I'm most excited about also is like just being able to continue this mission that I have with YouTube and this mission that I have with entrepreneurship, to actually like inspire other men and help other guys start their own YouTube channels.
Mm.
Uh, like the clearness and the actual uh, wider vision that I've gained through working with Matthias uh, has actually changed how I see my future. So every single day, like I was writing just a little bit earlier, but every single day I like write out. You can't really see it, but write
Yeah.
out, a page, half a page or a whole page of what my life is going to look like in the next few years.
Mm.
And like what every one of those days includes is me waking up and working on like my community, me working on the same things that I've been told by Matthias, but then also, like building out my team and stuff. And so like just continuing to scale
Mm.
this YouTube channel and to actually keep applying the principles that I've been given from Matthias is like super exciting because like I'm actually starting to unlock success.
Mm.
And so I'm going to keep booking calls with the outreach that I'm doing and actually landing these clients and keep working towards that 10K a month. And my dream is to be making like 200K a month. That's my big goal. Uh, which probably once you're there, you can easily scale past that. But like that's my big goal. So that's what I'm excited for. But I'm also just excited to keep making these connections. Like I think he made it helpful for me to see that entrepreneurship isn't going alone, and
Mm.
it shouldn't. like, because a lot of us, we go through either a breakup, like I did this year,
Oh
or
yeah.
we go through something that's really hard, and through that, we feel like we need to go alone on entrepreneurship and that we're like, gonna be the best and the strongest. But the thing is that like sometimes you do just need somebody to talk to and somebody to actually help you that
Mm,
will be a friend and will actually like you can come back to and keep talking about business and is actually motivated and actually driven like you are, because it's really hard to find those people. So like having this vision daily and then coming back to him and just like talking about, okay, this is my goal. This is like my dream. This is what we're gonna do for this next week to work
mm,
towards that slowly. And so I've
mm.
seen it build upon itself over and over. And I'm just gonna keep doing that. And then we'll hit 200K a month in the next few years. So yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah.
Damn, nice. Well, thank you so much for like the whole conversation and everything, and thank you so much, Adrian. And I'm just looking forward to like continue working together because we will get you to that 10K. And well, I will see you soon.